Hey guys, this is GamerCow. Welcome back to Spin the Lumas! Spin those Lumas! Yes, we're playing Mario Galaxy Super. And the Hungry Luma that we were told about last time is over here, a bunch of star bits, blah 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 blah. How many do you want? You want 400, right? Yep, 400. So you do need to get a lot of star bits for these guys. And it'll be one of those things that I won't be able to do every one of these as soon as they come up, just because they are expensive as all hell later on in the game. But I will do this one just now, because this one... I said the last time that the Flip Switch Galaxy was the first one that was sort of potentially tricky. This is the first actually hard level, if you like. But this dude didn't just transform into a planet, he transformed into a whole freaking galaxy! Like, dude, what the hell is in those star bits? But yeah, this one is actually the first one that is proper hard. These bonus galaxies are quite often difficult stuffs, obviously. And it has a remix of Blue Sky Athletic. When I saw this, the first time I played this, when it came out, when I saw this level and played through it, the first thing I thought was like, oh my god, this game is going to be amazing. Because this was an actual challenge at the start of the game. And yeah, the music thing, it was just so amazing for me, you know. The nostalgia hit the actual sort of difficulty of this. It's not that hard a place, but it is much harder than anything else we've done so far. And yeah, it was just so good. Getting zapped is not quite so good, however. So obviously with this place you've got the candy cutouts are kind of moving, which you've got to keep track of, and that's that. I know, Candy Mountain, man. Obviously the arrow is telling us where we need to go, even though there's only one place that we can go in the first place, so it's not as if there's any real need for that. However, it's a cute touch, and I do like that. So these guys over here are just like, I can't go any further, my life is over and all of that. Can you jump up here? You can. Is there anything up here? I am curious now. Is there anything up there? I have never even tried to get up here, so I don't know. You can't jump up further than that. Okay. It looks like they can't jump further than that simply because the thing sort of curves and it just like, it doesn't let you do a wall jump at that point. Although, maybe. This is a totally pointless waste of time, I get that, but still, it's kind of a funny concept, you know, just seeing if you can even get there. No, the Toads were not born along with the galaxy. If you recognize these guys, if you look at them, remember these guys? These are the Toad Brigade, dude. Freaking Toad Brigade. That's why they're here. Anyway, onwards we go, because I've wasted enough time doing that. Maybe you could actually do it from here, but that seems hella risky. Yeah, there's nothing up here. You can't actually get up there, so... That was hella risky, but it was totally worth looking. Totally worth looking. So yeah, it's just a neat little thing, I guess, so you can wall jump up the side of these, even though it does nothing for you. Yeah, as I was saying, this bit's actually kind of hard. Although the spin obviously makes it much easier, so use the spin jump to your advantage, but it's not that easy. This bit especially, this is where I went, oh my god, this is awesome, you know? It just like, wow, seriously, this looks amazing. See the candy ball down there, and you know, you've just got to make sure you time the jumps properly so that you can get past the laser gate thing. The candy cutouts here are like basically the platforms that you see, which is really cool. You know, I don't know, just this whole place is just so good. I honestly can't like gush over this enough, I suppose, because it just looks great. And it's not that easy to do. You love mint chocolate. Yeah, that is mint chocolate. Oh yeah, that dude's over there too. I forgot about that. So yeah, that is their toad ship over there. It's pretty neat, gotta say. You can obviously break those, get some more star bits. And there we go. No, it's not hard as such. It's just that it is actually challenging compared to the rest of the World 1 types of areas. I never died to it the first time I played it either, but like it's not as trivial as the rest of the places that you've come across so far. And to have something like that at the very start of the game pretty much sets the tone for your game. You know that stuff is going to get more challenging from there. You know that stuff is going to get good from there. Because that's just what it is. Anyway, the toad ship is complete, as we saw in that last galaxy, so yeah, it's a mushroom ship. It's pretty awesome. We can go back to that galaxy at any point we want, but we don't need to go there at all, so there's no reason to. So, the place that we do need to go now is to the Bowser Jr.'s robot reactor place. That is a good opening area, I guess. It's the first boss zone, I suppose. And we will come across Megaleg in this area, because that just makes sense. You know, it's called Megaleg's Moon, so that makes sense to come across Megaleg, and that is the dude over there. But of course, we have to go through a level first before we can get to him, so there is that. And the gimmick with this one is, well, the gimmick, these guys, these are actually Goombas, but they've got like shells on their head, so you've got to be careful of that. And then bullet bills are the real sort of gimmick thing here. You need to be careful with them, really careful. Now, you can't actually damage these guys unless you jump on them. You can't kick them because the helmet prevents kicking, so you have to jump on these guys, and yeah. But anyway, as you saw before, we lure the bullet bills into the glass here, and we'll break open the launch star. Breaking open the launch star means that we can get to the actual planet. It's a really short first one, but then again, it is the first one of these. They do get a little bit longer later on, these boss places. But yes, Bowser Jr. is in this game, and he is one of the main antagonists of this. We won't even need his dad's help to take care of us. Okay, so Megaleg with a grand star is going to apparently destroy us. I think this was like a concept boss from one of the other Mario games that just never sort of made it, and it was just redone here. I don't actually remember which one. I was reading a little bit on this before, but it's an interesting boss. The idea behind it, obviously, you want to get up on top of him. You then have warning sirens blare and stuff. Ow, whatever. Doesn't matter too much, to be honest. You get on top and just pass through this little gear section over here. Really not too bad. And then you've got to break open the cage to the Grand Star. You do that by luring bullet bills into it. Yes. The last hit is kind of annoying to get. You only need to break open, you only need one bullet bill to break open the cage. But it's kind of annoying to get these bullet bills to actually connect in the first place. At least I find that. But yeah, you don't do it like that. Obviously, you've got to force them to turn around and actually go. Whoa! You can wreck the cannons? Seriously? They don't stay wrecked permanently, but yeah, these will reform over time. So damn it! You've got to be a little bit quick with it. That's the slight like challenge here, if you will. But that's more than enough to do. You might actually just be able to do that outright. I don't know if you can just do that without actually breaking into the cage with the tool, But it seemed to work there, so probably speedrunny tactic-y thing, you can do that. But anyway, that's not the point. We get ourselves another Grand Star. And as we saw with the Grand Star stuff last time, it goes into the observatory, and from the observatory it gets more power, and we get to go to new areas, which is really good. Yes, it is made of explodium, obviously. As you see, the star has changed colour, the sun in the centre has changed colour, has gotten a bit bigger, and it provides power to an entire new area. Now obviously you know which bits are powered up, not just because they're actually light, but also because of the pipelines that go around it. It's a really neat touch actually, but there's pipes on the ground which help out. And see, we actually have 2 new galaxies in this place. Because I'm collecting as many stars as I am along the way, we're getting more places available as we keep on going, obviously. But yes, star power, blah blah blah. Yep, we can fly anywhere we choose, except not really. But we can get to the center of the universe, which is where our beloved one, the Princess Peach, is. Power is on a new dome. It is. With a new dome, we have a new observatory to look from, a new like telescope bit to look to, and yeah. No, we haven't looked at the map, but we don't really need to. So yeah, the fountain is the next area we're going to. So obviously just follow this along, we saw it was over there. I don't know if it was actually available before, but there is an extra life, I think, down here somewhere. Or at least if it's not here just now, then it appears later on. I can't actually do that anymore. I don't know. It doesn't look like there is at the moment, but there is an extra life that appears down here at some point, once you've restored enough power to the place. So that's something to look forward to, I guess. Step here to go to the fountain. Okay, Mr. Luma. Okay. Well, okay, if it's available, then it's available, but I didn't see it, so whatever. Wait, new dome. We get ourselves to new adventures. Yeah, we can actually open this place up too, but for just now, let's just go here. Into space junk. Heck yeah, junk in space. This place once again introduces some new mechanics which we will be seeing in this particular star. It also has one of the best musics of the game, in my opinion. This is one of my favourite musics in the game. And I might not be talking too much during some of this because it is so good, it really is. Seriously. Even now it sort of, you know, wells up in your eyes. It's so good. I believe the piece is called Cosmo Illusion. I might be wrong, but I think that's what it was called. I know one of them's called Cosmo Illusion. I don't know if it's this one or the other one that's sort of similar. So you can dispel pulsars by shaking. It really is. It is so good. Anyway, Pulstar Chain. You can sort of sling yourself with Pulstars. Also, cameo appearance by Luigi. And you can sling yourself with Pulstars, which is quite useful. Using momentum to put you into new areas. Anyway, this is where the controls are a little bit weird to try and go between places, but it's okay. Just dodge the giant amps, and yeah, I'm holding one direction right now. The controls don't always work like they should. Let's just leave it at that. So the next part of the space junk is a rocket ship, I guess, because that totally makes sense. Well, it does, doesn't it? Because it's in space. It's a part of junk, which is, yeah, a space junk, obviously. Anyway, these are pole stars which have their own gravity as well, you know, planet-wise. So just use that to bounce your way along. Just do something like that. Now we get spiders. You can spin into them, you can stun them like that. They'll jump, then you can do that. Yes, it was. Olimar ship indeed. Oh no! The Toad Brigade! They've been... Where did your glasses go? I wouldn't know. We will do that. You can free the Goomba if you want, but that's just going to get it hit, so whatever. Anyway, once you do that, the captain somehow comes in just because he can after the fact. Which is why I'm going to jump on his head, because he's a freaking coward, man. I'm sure you have. Anyway, yes, he has a sling star on top of the star room. No, I want to go back on the thing. Damn it, long jump. Wow, it's so hard to sort of gauge that sometimes. And now we get to this place, which shows the new gimmick I was really thinking of here, and that is the platforms which appear when you get next to them. They disappear when you go away from them. Now we need to get silver stars. 5 silver stars will make up 1 power star. So we need to get all 5 of the silver stars which are in this area. So just take your time, make sure that you're not running too quickly, because there will be gaps that you've got to jump over. So just make sure you are well aware of that, and just don't make any hasty moves here. There are shortcuts that you can take, obviously, but it's best to take it slow and just don't make mistakes, basically. It's not a difficult bit so long as you are sort of just paying attention, but it can trip you up. You've got to go fast later, but just now, just take it easy. I am, of course, assuming that people have, you know, are playing this as maybe like the first sort of playthrough of it and all that too. When I say stuff like that, you know, it's not as if you have to take it slowly, but you obviously want to make sure you don't die. So, yeah. Exactly. You remember if you remember the layout, you can do it fast. New galaxy time! We have enough stars to get to another place. But I think the last star I am going to do today is not actually another one from Space Junk. I am going to do this one here, which is the Rolling Green Galaxy. The reason I want to do this is yet another new mechanic to be introduced. That's mostly why I want to do it. But yeah, it's a new thing to do, and that is rolling in the clouds. Yes, so this introduces the Star Ball. It's not used very often, but it is used once or twice, and it's pretty neat, gotta say. It's a lot more difficult to use in the next game than it is in this one, I think, because the levels that they make you do in the next game are a ton harder than this. But anyway, if you're thinking about just rolling that ball away, blah blah blah, listen to a billboard! Yes, the billboards are the running character theme in this game, I guess. So, jump on top of the ball, like that. So now we just have to hold the Wiimote straight up. The basic position, blah 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 blah. From there, you just need to tilt it in directions, and as you can see, Mario is rolling around on that, and you press the A button to jump. Smoosh it! Haha! Smooshing indeed. So yeah, this is really cool because as you can hear, the music kind of changes with how fast you roll the ball, which is brilliant. So yeah, you can squash enemies with that. You're pretty much invulnerable during this. I don't think you actually can take a hit during this mode, but yeah, I don't know. And then if you run fast enough, you get that, I guess. But it's just a really, really nice, like, gimmick. It's a bit tricky to control when you're not used to it, but it is a very nice touch, like, thing to it. And you can jump to sort of stabilize yourself a little bit if you want to. Yeah, which you might want to do. Obviously, you can jump to go in for the life there. I'm not going to bother because I'm not going to be doing any more recording in this particular thing. I'm going to be switching off the Wii after this, so I actually won't have any need for the extra lives. Just watch it when you run over an enemy, because obviously you have that little momentum jump which can trip you up if you're not careful. So yeah, you can go ahead carefully as you like, grab that. If you're gonna fall, just jump. It's pretty much how it works. It's difficult to grab these ones, so I probably wouldn't bother getting too many of these, especially not the ones on the outside edge, because they are really hard to get hold of. So yeah, just get as many as you can and then go. And that is it. Yes, press X to jump, that is exactly it. So yeah, that is the introduction to the rollerball. Again, a very basic level, but it's basic because it's telling you how to do stuff, pretty much. So yeah, I think it's pretty good, and I really do like the rollerball. Some people just hate it entirely, and I can understand why. I think maybe the reason I like it is because of the fact that I played a lot of Monkey Ball before, and it almost feels like a homage to that. Even though it's with tilt controls, I think the tilt controls are very solid on that ball, compared to what they could have been, especially for a non-Motion Plus game. Anyway, prize to comets, that is something we will discuss at a later time. Prize to comets are very weird. They basically... This is how additional stars get brought into the game, into the things here. There are 6 stars per world, but there will be two prize to comets and a secret star usually, is how it sort of lines up. So these prize to comets do weird things, pretty much, and we will discuss them as they come up. But for now, I think it's good to go. So this has been GamerCow playing Super Mario Galaxy. Last time in this stream today. I hope everybody's enjoyed it. Next time we shall move on from our 13 stardom. And yeah,